Hello everybody, it's Dr. Wayne here. Today's video, we're back in our video today on DBZ topic here today. In this video today, we're going to talk about my top 10 favorite DBZ video games. I thought it would be a good idea to talk. I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about some of my favorite video games from the DBZ franchise, since we got the new game Sparking Zero coming out, and thought I'd share that with you guys. And let me know in the comment section below what your favorite video games are, and I will comment. I will also comment my top 10 favorite video games on the comment section below for you guys to check out. And I'd love to hear what you guys think and what your favorite DBZ video games are. And let's get to this video, and I will talk about some of these games with you guys. We have a number 10, Burst Limit. I loved DBZ Burst Limit. I loved pretty much everything with that game. I liked the connection blast deals. I liked the counter attack, the counter capability it had. A lot of good memories with that game, and not just that, but I liked the amount of characters I had, and the gameplay was pretty cool for what it has. Of course, it only came out for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 at the time, but a lot of good memories. A lot of good memories with that one. I still have a Xbox 360 till this day. That's like, well, I had to go buy me a brand new one because my old one kind of like crapped out, but nothing to worry about. I got me a new one. But yeah, I really enjoyed Burst Summit for what it was. I know a lot of people did as well. Burst Summit did kind of have a little bit of similarities to the Budokai, kind of the Budokai series, and I also had a mixture of Raging Blast, kind of Raging Blast mechanics. I feel like in it too, but that's one of my favorite ones. At number 9, we have DBZ's Raging Blast 1. Now, Raging Blast 1 was a pretty cool one of mine. I did like the fact that they in the game that they both had what if scenario stories that were kind of cool. They had a what if story. They had one about where Bardock meets Gohan and Goten for the first time as his grandsons. Then I think there was one where Yamcha and Vegeta both fight over something with Bulma. I do believe is one of them. Unless it's a different game. And I'm trying to think of quite a few other ones that they had in there. But yeah. DBZ Blazer Blast 1 is actually a pretty cool one. Definitely had quite a lot of different characters in it. And that's why it was one of my favorite ones, and I enjoy it. Alright, at number 8, we have DBZ's Raging Blast 2. DBZ Raging Blast 2, I had so many memories of. Not only do I had so many memories of, but so many different characters were in this game. You had Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta as a fan guest as a guest character, and it was kind of cool if they threw him in the game. They even had Super Saiyan 3 Broly as well, which was kind of cool. Then you had, the Hachimek villain character, quite a few different characters for the game. And but yeah, Raging Blast is a cool one, and the cool thing about Raging Blast 2 is I literally hold, like, when me and my friends will actually play this game, I literally hold the most undefeated records of it. I have never lost a single person to any of my friends, or I did do a couple online people that I have beaten, but I haven't done too many online people. But yeah, I literally had a piece of paper where I would write down my undefeats on the game, because I like literally beat the heck out of a lot of people, and especially my friends, including my siblings. So, and that record still holds, because I haven't played that game in quite some time. So that game remains to be continued for that. So okay, next DBZ game I have for you guys is the DBZ Budokai series. I liked both Budokai 1, 2, and 3 for what they were. Um, Pretty cool games for what they were. I think my favorite one was Budokai 2. I enjoyed that one a little bit more than the first one. Not that there was anything wrong with the first one, but I really like the second one more. They seemed to do a little bit better with the mechanics in the second game. I heard because the first game the mechanics were kind of eh with a lot of people, and I get why. Um, I think the second game kind of did a little bit better and added a few more characters to the list and quite a few other things to it as well. The third game was not as bad either, but I definitely really enjoyed the second game more. Um, at number 6, we have Dragon Ball Z's Fighter Z. I really enjoyed Dragon Ball Fighter Z for what it was. I liked the I thought it was pretty cool to have a Street Fighter kind of like quick mechanism game. Um, I wish they would have made more characters for the game because there's a lot of characters that I wish that would have came to that game. I really wish they would still do stuff with that game, but they quit adding characters. They still have tournaments here and there with them here and there, but overall, it is actually a pretty good game. Definitely do play it here and there once in a while. Not as much, but it's definitely a pretty good game as well. At number 5, we have Dragon Ball Z's Hyper Dimensions. Now, what is Hyper Dimensions? Hyper Dimensions is a Super Nintendo like Dragon Ball Z game. I actually had a Super Nintendo, and I actually do remember having that as one of my collections, and it's actually a pretty cool game. Of course, though, you only get like 12 characters you could play with because it was in the Z era. You can only have characters like Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta. You can have Gohan, Ultimate Gohan. You can have Piccolo. I think Krillin's on there as well. You can have Vegito, Cell, Frieza, Majin Buu, Gotenks, and I think Android 18 is on there as well. And maybe Android 17. I'm trying to think of who was all on there. There's only like 12 different characters on there, but it's an older game, and I do believe the Dragon Ball Z Hyper Dimension you can actually play that on the computer. Play it on the computer as a download and stuff now. If you have like a emulator or something, you can actually for play it for free on download. Now, where do you go to download it? I can't really tell you that. I wish I knew the link for that, or I would link it. But it's actually a pretty cool game. It's an older game, but I enjoyed it for what it was when I had it. At number 4, we have DBZ's Kakarot. I really enjoy DBZ's Kakarot. I still play it all the time, every now and then. I'm looking forward to new DLC stories. I kind of hope they finish some more DLC stories because I would like to see them do a little bit more before they jump into Sparking Zero. So, and I'm sure a lot of things I do want to kind of see them do some stuff with the PyCon DLC, do the Otherworld tournament kind of like thing. Quite a few other things I like to see them do with that. I like to see them do the super one, the Jiren, the Tournament Power Arc. I do want to see them do something with Broly as well. And I think it'd be pretty cool if they would do something with Super Janemba in the game as well. So, we'll see what they do in the future. At number 3, we have Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi. Yes, Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 1 is at number 3. I do enjoy the Tenkaichi games. I think they are a classic, and they not only are a must to have in your gaming collection, but they are a freaking awesome series. My favorite ones out of the Tenkaichi ones are actually the second and third game. The first game is pretty good. It starts off, and then for what it was, I think the cool thing I liked about the Tenkaichi games is the amount of roster of characters they have in these games. I think it's amazing. I think the first one only had like I think the first game only had like 60 characters to it, and then the second game I think had like 80, which is pretty good. And then I think for the third game, I think they ended up adding like 100 different characters. But I've seen between the second and third Tenkaichi games, I've seen both of them Do a lot of different mods and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Just to make it, just to get some more DBZ content out there. Pretty nice stuff. At number 2 is Dragon Ball Z's Budokai DBZ's Budokai Tenkaichi 2 is at number 2. It's a game that has a special place in my heart and definitely a lot of memories too. At number 1, we have DBZ's Budokai Tenkaichi 3. This one I've had so many memories, so many battles with friends. I remember one time I would come home, I would have an argument with my friend, and we would just take it on the Dragon Ball Z games as fighting. Just beat the living hell out of each other and with our characters. And the amount of characters that game had was awesome. Just 100 plus characters, all kinds of different ones from Z, some of them from Dragon Ball, some of them from GT as well. Awesome game, and I think that's why Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3 is a number 1 on my list, and it's always a good memory game for a lot of people, and so I think Tenkaichi games did a better job. And with Sparking Zero being that's kind of the 4th installment, with that game coming out right now, I'm looking forward to seeing what that game does, because in Japan the Tenkaichi games are referred to as Sparking Zero and stuff, so I'm kind of looking forward to the new Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero game coming out, and looking forward to seeing what that game does for everybody, and I can't wait to see it come out and play it a lot. So hope you guys like this video. Post in the comment section below and tell me what your guys' favorite Dragon Ball Z video games are. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit your button as always, and I'll see you on the next video, and goodbye.